This is the web page that I did create. I do have only one page. Everything is happening in this page. The search, showing the reviews, also the hotel description. I do have three main divs. One div is to show the search result, the other div is to show the hotel description with the images in a gallery template, and the final div is for the report showing the hotel reviews and the further analysis of those reviews. So let me show those divs. This is the div where all the search results would be shown. JavaScript is used to show the hotel cards. This is the template that I did use at the time I was developing. Then after that I removed it. Now the JavaScript gets the objects sent from the backend and renders the cards dynamically. This is the div that will be showing the hotel description and the images in a gallery. And this is the place where the report card and the reviews will be shown. For responsiveness, I have used Bootstrap 5. The search area is having Bootstrap 5 columns. According to the screen size, the behavior is changing even in this section and also these cards. Let me show it. In phones, this is how it looks like. In iPads, this is how. As you can see, now the grid structure has changed from columns to rows. That is done in the HTML place by using Bootstrap 5 classes. It is done here. As you can see, in bigger screen sizes, each column will be occupying 3. In a smaller, it is 6. That is how this is got. This is the desktop view. At the time the user is searching, I am making sure the user is entering the hotel name and the checking. Otherwise, there can be errors. Due to that, the code that I have written in JavaScript where validation is done forces the user to enter the hotel name and the checking dates, as you can see here. Hotel name is entered. If the user search, the user cannot search because of missing checking checkout dates. These calendars are got from a library, Flatpicker, that is in the end of my code. And in the Flatpicker, I make sure at least one day is being inserted, otherwise that will not be selected, and the date format is being changed so that after selecting the dates, it will be shown in this way. This pop-up is made from a custom div where in the start it is invisible and there's a listener in this div When it is clicked, this pop-up will get shown, and these buttons, what it will be doing is it will be increasing the count of the number of adults here, number of children accordingly. I do have an object called guest. In that object, there's several attributes. Let me show it in here. These are the attributes. According to the button click, these attribute values will be changed. And this part is done to make sure that there will be no any negative values where there can be errors if so when the URL is made. This is being disabled. That is how. After all these are entered, when user do search, I'll be making a payload sending to the backend where that payload is being used to make a URL. This format is needed to make the URL. Otherwise, if I do make the booking.com URL without this format, I'll be not able to pull up the proper search results. When search is being clicked, loading screen is popped, and then Playwright opens the browser, and I have turned headless browsing off. That's the reason I'm able to properly get the property cards. When I do turn off the headless browsing, where this Chrome is not open, the page, the DOMs that is got is bit different. That is the reason I did keep the headless browsing off. Now this is what is happening in the code. When the search is being clicked, this payload is being created. After it is created, it is sent to this route, search booking. In this route, I am making the URL. After making the URL, that URL is used in Playwright to open in a new page. After opening in the page, waiting for some time, getting the page title. After getting the title, getting the property cards. This logic that is being used here, a while loop, I would be extracting most of the property card. At the time the booking.com is loaded, all the DOMs are not loaded. Scrolling down is needed. After scrolling down, there is a button load more to get more property cards. And here I do have code where that button can be clicked, and then new property cards will be loaded. After loading those property cards, once again all the property cards are got into the array, and then check the previous count and the current count. According to the count, the code will be flowing, extracting most of the property cards, and there is only 3 rounds. After 3 rounds, I'll be finalizing it. After finalizing, extracting all the needed details from those cards to build a card like this in my front end. And then each property card, title, image, link, all these are got as attributes, and this object is passed into an array. So now there will be an array called hotels. In this array hotels, there is hotel objects. The hotel objects are used to make these cards. JavaScript is being used where I'll be iterating over all the hotel objects, rendering the cards dynamically. That is happening in here. the backend is setting up this object and sending the object to the front end. In the sent object, hotel attributes has a sub array. The array objects are being used to render the cards, as I told before. Each button has the hotel link that is necessary for the next step. When see review is being clicked, that link is being sent from the front end to the back end. That is happening in here. Let me find it. Yeah, this is the place where it is happening. The link and the map link are sent to the backend, where backend will be getting all the necessary details, sending an object to the front end. That object will be consisting of images and the description, which is being rendered using JavaScript. This is happening in the root hotel details. In this route, the object that was sent from the front end, I'll be getting the link. After getting the link using Playwright, I'll be opening the browser with that link. After that, getting the needed paths from that page. After getting the needed paths, I'll be making a object and send to the front end. Images attribute has images array where there is several objects. Details has details objects with all these attributes. So this is used in the front end accordingly to get this. When analyze review is being clicked, same procedure. There will be the link sent to this route. In this route, the hotel is being opened. The link, after opening, scrolling happens until see all reviews are. Then after that, all the reviews are got and then analyzed. All that logic is happening in here. After the analysis is over, a review object is made for each review card, appended into reviews, and then the other analysis for the word counts, all it happens here, and it gets stored in variables. In the end, a report object is being created with the hotel link, reviews, all of these sent to the front end, where front end will be getting that object, rendering this. That is how my site is working.